Hello, everybody. Welcome to Take a Moment to Breathe Together yoga class. I'm Sandy. I'm from the YMCA of Bucks County, and I thank you so much for joining me today for this yoga practice. We're going to stretch our tension and our anger away. We're going to release it out of our body. So I am so happy to be here with you all today. So if you have a yoga mat, great. Go ahead, roll that out, get yourself settled. If you don't have a yoga mat, if you want to grab a towel, go ahead, roll that out. If you're on carpet and you'd rather just be on carpet, go ahead and be there. If it's not comfortable for you to sit on the floor, because we're going to be seated, we're going to be standing, we're going to be a little all over the place, please sit in a chair. And you can just be there in that chair and do almost all of the seated poses that we're going to do in a chair. Just remember you're in a chair, so your balance is going to be a little bit different than when we stretch on the floor. So just be mindful of that. But again, we want you to be comfortable. Now, I do the practice in my bare feet. Again, whatever feels good for you. Socks, you just have to be careful about sliding. All right. Shoes, if you're really uncomfortable being in your bare feet. So I'm okay with whatever. So whatever works for you. I'm just happy to have you guys here. So we're just going to take a moment. I don't know if any of you have done yoga before. So I just want you to think about yoga for a moment. Thinking about, is it fast or slow, right? So it's slow. We're slowing it all down. Is it loud or quiet, right? So it's quiet. We're bringing ourselves inward. And we're going to talk a little bit about anger today and how we deal with it, how we can stretch it out of the body, how we can breathe it out of the body, how we can shake it out of the body, because that's what animals do. Animals out in nature, when they're in that fight or flight situation, right? After they're done, they take a moment and they just shake their whole body out. And we have a little bit of that coming up a little bit later on. So sit comfortably for me. Hands resting lightly on your knees. Hearts are lifted. We want to think about being nice and tall, nice and long. It's harder. We have to engage our muscles. But when we're all slumped over, that's where our energy goes. It goes down. Okay? So sit up tall. And I like to start with the glitter bottle. And I know the glitter bottle is a little bit easier to see in person, but we're here on video. We're happy to be doing this. So it might be a little bit harder to see, but the glitter kind of represents our day, our thoughts, our stuff, right? We have a lot. Maybe the glitter represents our anger or our sadness or even our happiness, right? When we're feeling good, we still need time to settle. So we shake up the glitter. And as the glitter starts to settle down, so are we. We're going to take our energy and we're going to just start to settle in. That doesn't mean that we have low energy. It just means that we want to start to feel calm. So rest your hands on your knees, sit up nice and tall. Now you have the option to watch the glitter settle, or if you wanted to close your eyes, you could close your eyes also. Whatever works for you. And just take a moment. Feel your breath. Feel the inhale. Feel the exhale. A little bit longer, my friends. You are doing great. And why it is hard to settle and be still It is so important to try. So remember, if you move a finger or a toe or an arm or a leg, you haven't failed. We're just doing our best to be still and calm. Excellent. Excellent job, my friends. That was great. No matter what you did, it was perfect. It was great. All right, so we're going to get a little breathing technique. We're going to kind of breathe our stress away, our anger away, whatever we're kind of feeling to help bring us back into that calm state. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your arms by your side. You're going to inhale. As you do, you're going to bring the arms up. You're going to breathe through your nose. And then as you exhale, you're going to breathe out through your mouth and bring your hands down. That breath up through your mouth, your little sigh, it can be loud, it can be a little quieter, it can be whatever you're comfortable with, but that's our letting go, your clearing out breath. Let's just do one together, and then we'll do some more, but I want us to do one together. So have your arms by your side, inhale through your nose, bring your arms up, and then exhale, bring them down. All right. 5 of them now at your own pace. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to do my breaths. So 5 of them. If you end up doing 4 or 6 or 7 because you forgot to count, that's okay. So ready? Here we go. Take a moment just to notice how you feel. Did you feel like if you were mad, you were upset? Did you feel like that breath would really help you just kind of clear it out and then give yourself a moment to just kind of feel, settled and ready? All right, my friends, I want you to take one arm, I want you to reach up, and I just want you to wiggle your fingers. Just loosen them up. Good, and then take that hand and just circle your wrist, one direction. We have to warm up our body parts. And then circle it in the other direction. Good, and then take the arm and lasso it right above your head as best as you can. Loosen up that shoulder, right? And then take it the other way. Circle it around. Good, then take that hand, bring it behind your back. Take the other arm, reach it up long. And take that hand, cross it over, and then look over your shoulder for a twist. Now, twists are really good for just kind of clearing everything out. They feel good. They're pretty easy to do, so you can just enjoy that. Come back to center. And now the other side. Take the arm up. Wiggle those fingers. Good. And it doesn't matter which arm you do. You can copy me. You can use your other as long as you're on the other arm. Good. And then circle. We always want to work both sides of the body, front and back of the body. Good. And then circle the other way. Good. And then let's lasso the arm. And then let's lasso the other way. Good. And then take that hand behind you. Take the other arm, reach it up long, hold it still for a moment. Then take that hand, cross it over, and then look at the shoulder behind you. Again, our twist. Oh, just feel ourselves twisting out, releasing all of the tension or stress, whatever you might be feeling. Come back to center. And then let's place our hands on the floor. Now, if you're sitting in a chair, just reach your legs out and put your hands on your legs. And then just slowly walk yourself out. Nice and long in the back. Create the length. Relax the head, the neck. Feel that space. Give yourself a moment. Can you feel it in your lower back? Can you feel that release? How about in the shoulders? Maybe even in your hips, right? We all feel it maybe in different places, and that's okay. We're just letting go. Good, let's walk it over to one side. Little twist again, right? Good, and then let's walk it over to the other side. Feels good. Come back to center and walk it up. But remember, if something doesn't feel good, then don't do it or don't go as far. Let's switch our legs. Might feel a little weird if you're not used to sitting like this, right? Place your hands on the floor and walk yourself out. Good. Again, notice where you're feeling the stretch in your body. Where are you feeling the work in the body? And wherever you're feeling it is perfect. Good. Still stretching it out, but let's walk it over to one side. And then let's walk it over to the other side. Good. Come back to center. And then walk yourself up. Nice. Now you can leave your legs or you could switch them back to how you're comfortable. To your choice. Hands on your knees, we're going to make circles. So I want you to lean forward and then lean over to one side and then back and the other side. So we're going to slowly circle around, just really releasing out the hips, the shoulders, sides of the body. And as you circle, maybe you can relax your face, right? The muscles in the face. So we're not scrunching up. We want to let go. Good way to notice sometimes when we're holding anger, when we're holding stress, is our face. Sometimes we scrunch that up. Sometimes we bring our shoulders up to the ears. Let's pause and switch directions. So circle around. And sometimes a good way to release it is to just relax the face or to relax the shoulders. Good. And then come on up, sit up tall. Let's do a little bit of that shoulder stuff to release them out. One day, space, right? Sometimes if you look at an adult, sometimes they look like this. They're all hunched over a little bit. That's stress, right? So we want to release it. So let's take our shoulders and roll it back. Or you know what's even better than letting it go? Never letting it get stored there to begin with, right? So if we do this all the time, and I don't mean all day, but maybe once a day, a couple of times a week, release it. Good. Then roll the shoulders forward, clearing out. Now the next one's funny. Ready? Shrug your shoulders, right? It looks a little silly, like we're trying to do a new dance, right? But we're just releasing out that tension back there. Oh, good. Now just give your whole body a shake. Your head, your arms, even into your legs. Reach them out a little bit. Shake it out. Let it go. Good. All right. So hopefully we're feeling a little settled and a little bit ready here. We're going to move into now the cat-cow pose. I like to call it the happy cat anger because that's how I think about it. So we're going to come onto our hands and our knees. Now, if you're sitting in a chair, you could do this by leaning forward and rounding back. But if you're on the floor with me, we want to have that nice tabletop back. I call this our happy cat pose. Then, as you exhale, it's going to remind you a little bit like a Halloween cat or an angry cat, right? We're going to arch our back up, dropping our head and our tailbone as we lift our bellies. Then we come back to that nice tabletop back, or lift your head and your tailbone, let your belly drop down, right? So if we think about this with the breath, we want to inhale in for happy cat, exhale out for anger cat, and then we just keep going. And if you think about it, that's kind of what we want to do in our life. We want to exhale out all the anger and inhale in all the happiness. So let's just go a few times here. Feeling it feels good in our backs, in our hips, and our shoulders. But taking your time, and if you can't move with the breath, that's okay. Just keep breathing. Good. One more, and then bring yourself back to that nice tabletop back. Now we're going to go extended cat here. So we're going to lift opposites. So not the same, but opposites. So lift your right arm, and then if you can, your left leg. Every time you work opposites in the body, you're helping the brain. Good. Come down. Let's do it again. So now the other side though. So lift your left arm and now your right leg. So it's opposite. Breathe into it. Good. Calming down. Let's do it again. So ready, right arm, left leg, reach out long. Good. Calming down. Left arm, right leg. Reach it out. Good. Calming down. And let's go one more time. Right arm, left leg. Good. Calming down. Left arm, right leg. Good. Calming down. Now let's come on to our toes as we stretch our legs back. Ooh, into our plank pose. Now you can have your knees down if you need to, but if you can, have your knees off the floor. Building strength, building confidence, building courage. Ready? Lower all the way down to your belly. Good. Now we're going to come up into our cobra, our snake pose. So you can stay low. You could place your elbows and your hands on the floor, or you could come all the way up into our cobra. Think about a snake, a cobra, hissing out their anger, right? They hiss when they're scared, right? When you sneak up on them, something happens. Okay, so let's lower back down, pause for a moment, And then if you want, as we come up into snake pose, let's go ahead and hip. So ready, lift up, and then hip. And then let's lower down, pause for a moment. Good, and let's do that one more time. Lift up. You can hiss if you want to. If you don't want to, that's okay. Just letting out any anger and stress. Now come onto your toes. Lift up and press back into our downward dog. Good, nice and long in the back. And if you want, you could alternate your knees. We call this walking the dog. Nice and slow. Good. Then I want you to bring your knees to the floor. Big toes together, knees are apart. Take your bottom to the heel. We're going to go into child's pose. Child's pose is so nice when you need a moment to calm down. Maybe when you have a headache. When you just feel a little like it's just too much and you need a moment, right? And we all need that. We all need moments to recharge, to fill ourselves up. Okay, so child's pose, keep your bottom as close to the heels as you can, and then walk yourself out, forehead to the floor if you can, or stack your arms and rest your forehead on your arms. Good. Now with your hands on the floor, let's come up onto our toes. Give me downward dog again. Nice and long in the back. Then let's walk our hands back to our feet. And we're going to do ragdoll. So what I want you to do is just swing a little side to side. No tension, no stress. Side to side, releasing out. Good. Come back to center. Now slowly roll up. Remember, your head is the last to come up. Nice. Let's stand up nice and tall like a mountain. Rounded. So feet are a little bit apart. They're straight. Arms are by your side, nice and long. Strong and steady, right? A mountain. It goes through storms, wind, rain, snow, ice, everything, and it still stands strong and tall, right? Now we're going to be a special type of mountain. We're actually going to be a volcano. And sometimes what happens in a volcano is, right, all of that lava builds up at the bottom and then it comes out this way, right? We're going to safely take all of that energy and we're just going to move it up and we're going to release it out of the body as our volcano pose. So standing up nice and tall, grounded and connected. Ready? Just take a moment, just wiggle your toes. Feel that rumbling in your toes. Good. Now feel that rumbling in your legs. So wiggle your legs a little bit. Feel it moving up. Feel a rumbling in your belly. Wiggle your belly. I know, a little silly sometimes. Good. Feel a rumbling in your arms. Wiggle your arms. Feel a rumbling in your head. Wiggle the head. Whole body rumbles. Ready? Volcano. So a good way to just release it. Nice. Now let's come back to that nice strong mountain. Confident. strong, steady. And let's just take a deep breath in and again. In, just using that breath to release, to center. All right, let's do our balance. So we're going to be on one foot. So we're going to go flamingo first. Okay, so I'm just going to turn to the side. You don't have to, but I want you to see what I do in my leg. And you're just going to pick one foot up. This is it. This is all I'm asking. Now, if you feel like you have your balance a little bit better, maybe grab hold of the outside of the foot. Maybe both hands. But again, all I'm asking you to do is lift up. Try to be still and steady. Toes could always touch the floor if you need to. And then try it again. Good. Bring that foot down. Let's switch to the other side. Bend that knee. Lift that foot. Find a focus point, something to look at. That will help you. Good. Bring that foot down. Now let's do tree pose. So ready? We're going to bring one foot up to the inside of our leg. Now never on your knee. Okay. Maybe you could lift it up higher. I don't know. Okay, but it's okay. I like it down here. Gives you a moment to connect. Bring the hands to the heart. Bring the arms up. And then you can open them. Sometimes there's a little bit of wind in our branches, but we're still going to try to stay strong and confident. Okay, and we could always tap down if we need to and try it again. Good. Calm down. And now let's try the other side. Bring the other foot up. Find your place. Good. And then bring the hands to the heart or take them up. Open them up a little bit. Breathe. Good. And come down. Nice. So we're going to do a little thing called wash away and tapping in. So it's a nice way to just wash away your day. So if you have a rough day at school or work or home or with your friends, whatever, something's not working right, we're going to wash away. And then we're going to tap in all of this positive, good energy. So what I want you to do is just have your feet just a little bit wider than what we were doing. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs, get loose. Okay, nice and loose. And then you're going to take your shoulders and you're just going to turn. And you're just going to let the hands just tap the body. Okay, maybe we tap the shoulders a little bit to release. Nice and gentle though. Nice and gentle. Yoga is slow. Tap across the belly a little bit. Now, start to bend, still swinging side to side. Good, and then slowly come up, still swinging a little side to side. Just washing away. Good, and then come back to center. Good, now tapping in. We're going to take our fingertips, first two fingers, nice and gentle, just tap on your head. Nice and gentle, come down the face, tapping in positive energy, tapping the throat, the chest. Let's go down one arm, tapping in happiness, good feeling, joy. Let's switch arms. feeling good. Oh, feeling healthy, feeling strong. Good. Let's come down the sides of the body. Now down the front of the legs. Good. Feeling safe, confident, happy. Tap up the back of the legs. Feeling good. Again, around the belly, having fun. Come up, right on up through the chest, the face, nice and gentle to the top of the head, and then release out. Bring your feet in a little bit closer. So since we just tapped in all of that good feeling, we're going to do the breath of joy now, pulling in all of that good energy. So we'll bring the arms up, right? So we inhale the arms up, exhale to the shoulders. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. All right, so we're going to do that 3 times. So ready? Inhale, up. Exhale, shoulders. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On your own. All right, let's have the feet. Let's bring our feet together into butterfly pose. Sitting up nice and tall with our heart lifted. Reach your arms out and let's just stretch over to one side. Keep your bottom on the floor. Good, and then let's stretch over to the other side. Keep your bottom on the floor. Good, and then maybe just side to side. Good, and then come back up to center. And then let's stretch forward. Nice and long in the back. Give yourself a moment. Good. Come up. Then bring your knees up. Reach your legs out. Feet are flexed. River pose. Reach your arms up and flow down. Just think about a river washing wet, right? Releasing out. Good. And then stretch forward. Just hold for a moment. Breathe. Feel the breath in and out through the nose. And then come into that comfortable seated position, whatever feels good. So just like at the beginning where we had the glitter bottle and we sat, we're going to take a moment and we're going to lay down. Now, you may not feel comfortable laying down, okay? And if you don't, you're going to stay seated, okay? You could sit against a wall if you want to or sit here with me. But if you do feel comfortable enough, I want you to go ahead and lay down on your backs, please, if you can, okay? Your eyes can be open, but if it's okay for you, if you can close your eyes, it just feels a little bit better to relax. But if it's not okay to close your eyes, then go ahead and keep them open. And then as you just take a moment, think about the glitter bottle. And as the glitter was settling, so were we. And see if you can feel yourself start to settle. Start to relax. Just letting go of whatever we might be holding on to in the body. And then maybe say to yourself, I am calm. I am at peace. I am safe. I am healthy. I am happy. I am strong. I am confident. I am strong. And you might not be feeling that way, and that's okay. You can still say it to yourself, even if you're not necessarily feeling it. I am strong. I am safe. I am at ease. I am confident. I am strong. I am healthy. I am happy. I am relaxed. Good. Now slowly wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Wiggle your legs, wiggle your arms. Just releasing out. Good. And then if you're laying on your back, bring your knees up. Give them a little hug. Little rock side to side. And then bring yourself up so that we're all sitting up nice and tall. Hands on our knees. We're going to just take a moment down for stillness, to feel our breath, to release anything that might be left. Exercise empowers us with new skills, confidence, and abilities. We can use what we learned today anytime. So to end yoga, if it feels okay for you, we bring our hands to the heart because all the good in life comes in and out through the heart. The word that we use in yoga is namaste, and all that means is the good in me likes the good in you. If you would like to say it back, you can, but if you're not comfortable, you don't have to. You can just sit here and just feel your breath. So bring it in. Namaste. Oh, thank you so much for taking the time to take a moment and breathe together. I hope that you take some of these tools and you use them. But even if you don't remember them, just taking a breath, a focused breath, right? Where you take a deep inhale, feel it in the body, and then exhale out through the mouth. That can help you for so many things, for anger, for stress, before you take a test, before you have to do anything, before you talk to anyone. Take a breath. And again, I'm Sandy. I'm from the YMCA of Bucks County, and I thank you so much for being here today. Have a great day. Enjoy.